Welcome back to Golden Acres. It is that very warm, windy day. And so I was gonna run over to the leaf mold station I have built up. As we get closer to it, you can hear that the wind dies down quite a bit. Then I come over here. And there's very, very little wind. So, of course we're not gonna get away from any wind. But you can see how much there's a little leaf there on the edge. And he's moving, not a whole awful lot. And then if you see the weeds out there leaning over, that's how much the baling wire or baling twine is moving. Not much at all. This is how full she is. I'm seeing some breakdown. See if I can lean over and top layer's kind of dry. It's still too short. Hi. Since that windstorm, things have really cooled down. So today I'm going to the other leaf mold. Finally got me a black plastic bag. It was brought over when my husband's grandmother came over and had brought some stuff to us, a couple blankets, different things, and something for my daughter, like a little Minnie Mouse chair thing. One of those plushy, pillowy chairs. So we have a black plastic bag now. So I'm going to fill this up with leaves, and then I will show you how to tie it up and make sure that there's good drainage, and then we'll set it on fire on the leaf mold pile, and we'll see if it fills in the spring. Alright, next important thing, make sure you add water, and I add water before I make holes in the bag, because you need the air to be able to breathe and to drain, but you really want all of those leaves fully coated. Open your bag. I'm using a bucket. You can use a hose, but it's December here, so I'm not getting our hoses back out. I'm going to pour that bucket in, and then I'm going to tie it up. And then, kind of mix it around. And that bag already has some holes in it. You can feel the water she got. It is ice cold. I might need to get some more water. I put a lot of leaves in here and I kind of pre-crushed them. So I'll be right back after I get another bucket of water, and then we'll talk about putting holes in the bag. Outside of your water bill, you really can't put too much water in because you drill the holes in the bag. But so it's better to be on the side of caution and add more water than to add less. And of course you can always add more later if you feel things have gotten lighter or too dry or something else. I don't tie mine up so tight, or I'm not going to. This is for sure. I've done this method. We usually just left the leaves on the beds when I was growing up and learning to garden for the first time. Did you trip, sweetheart? old. They're fine. All right, flip it around a couple times. And then, oh, that's a lot heavier. And the water is running out of the few holes that are in it. All right, I'll scoop back, and I'm going to use a pitchfork to put the holes in this. So I'll scoop back so you can see. Boys decided they needed Mom to get them a snack. So be liberal with the amount of holes that you're adding, because you really want that to drain, because you want them damp, not saturated or soaking in the bottom of the bag. So flip that bag over, double check, triple check. And this was a heavy duty bag, so it was heavier than I thought it was going to be. Oh, Aspen, teething is so hard. Going up. Oh. Is your life rough? You have teethers coming in. Are you going to take Mommy and steal her from the video? Yeah. Well, she's settled down and going to nap. We are down to one nap, and then since she's been teething, she's been taking two again. So we're going to take this bag and put it over here. So this one's again out of the wind, but also, as you can hear, way less wind over here. And also sun. So I'm gonna take it through these gates and set it down right there. So this is where I'm going to let it sit. We really need to come through and scrape this, and if we scrape it, I will probably move it back. But then that also means it's by the other leaf mold. So when I check on them, I'll check on them together. You can kind of see the holes I made. Here and here, here, there. So that'll let it drain, that'll let it get airflow. And then we just have to let the leaves break down, sit in the sun. We're supposed to be back up in the 50s through Christmas. So we'll see. Come back over here. Showed you this the other day when it was crazy windy. But it's still doing good. Alright, before I go, I'm out here in the greenhouse just to kind of update you on what's going on. The broccoli we're going to let go. I think we're going to finally pull it and then prepare for seed starting. It, like we said, got too hot when we planted it, so I haven't watered it for a couple days. But they were doing really good. Actually, this one is still growing, even though we're actually not technically getting enough sunlight. I think we're just getting enough direct sunlight, you know, about 9 hours a day of just straight up sun, where we've got the greenhouse place that this guy was actually still growing a little bit. It was kind of crazy because we won't get back up to over 10 until mid-January. Well, like the third week of January, I think. So, but yeah, we stopped watering. And that's kind of for the carrots too. That way they'll put all their energy down into the root, and I'm gonna harvest them and we're gonna eat them this week. I'll show you. So that little guy, they're not gonna be super huge carrots, but this little guy is doing pretty good. You know, there you can see a couple of them are smaller, but they should taste good. And there's an experiment in this bucket, so we're very excited about that. I think that's where we're gonna go and end today. It's gonna probably be a little bit of a shorter video. Christmas time is rough. I am going to try to set up 2 videos this week. That way I can put stuff out during the week after Christmas, but also still get a break then, trying to get things set up and keep things consistent. So thank you for joining us today. If you like what we're doing, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to keep up with us. And the best thing you can do to help us is share this on your social media. We're a really small, young channel, and we're just hoping for the best and hoping to help you guys out and teach, and also let you just see what our mistakes are. That way you don't make them. So thank you for being with us, and God bless.